There was a day I was cleaning my room. To find underwear. This one is under the pillow. Between the bed is underwear. And now, and a lot of signs now. And I noticed that, okay, there's too many women that we bring to this room that I'm sleeping. Every woman is coming with an intention. Yeah, the office have to close. The organization have to close. Lawyers have to come write letters of attaching our property like cars. In the emotional part is that the favorite cars that made me who I am. The car that we went to arrest criminals, protect women, and so, which worth 400,000. I have to sell it for 40,000 in Utapi. But I can tell you,
she used to be yours.
Yes, she used to come and bring me food. She used to come every Sunday, even used to come with her mother. But there are those women that we just used to lock, and then they don't come and visit us when we are in jail. There was a time I was poisoned, and I went to go to Kalupira hospital.
The counting of 15. That's already a case of having different baby mamas. You see?
Yeah, they are all different, and that's why there's a song which say, I have 15 players, but I don't have a stadium. I have 15 kids, but I don't have a house.
Don't get it twisted. Yeah, man. For the secret unfolding, insightful journeys, it's only on the Take Us podcast with Syllent. Your Namibia's very own. The Take Us podcast with Syllent.
In your face.
Please do not get it twisted.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome once again to the pub with the Take Us podcast, man. This is episode 32. We had Marcus on the previous episode. Thank you so much for subscribing to the channel as well. Don't forget, this is this episode 32 is also proudly sponsored by ASOD Institute. They do provide, develop softwares, they develop websites, they do graphics and designs, they do everything that has to do with AI. That is the modern technology we have today. Thank you so much, man. And if you did not subscribe, kindly do subscribe now. Do subscribe now. And for the TikTok, we are running at if I'm not mistaken, I don't know, we are maybe 35k followers or maybe 37, I don't know. Thank you for the family. Thank you for everybody who followed the platform. And on Facebook, we are running at 27k followers. Thanks so much. Thank you for following me from TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, and then YouTube. YouTube 4.8 subscribers. 4.8k subscribers on YouTube. Thank you so much. And today's edition, do you guys know this song? Surprise, because everyone is waiting for the female singer. They are waiting to have a female musician maybe on the platform, but the owner of the song is a male guy, man. Shanika.
Yeah.
Welcome to the show, man. Welcome to the Take Us show.
Yeah. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, man. Yeah. And it's not easy to take someone from Windhoek to come to the north just for a podcast episode. It's weird, bro.
No, it's not weird because as a young person, I have to understand that for us to be seen, we need to uplift our fellow young people.
Yeah.
Because it's not really easy for a young person to be listening to those expensive podcasts.
Yeah.
But you are attracting a lot of young people.
Yeah.
We have to be here so that we can also motivate all these upcoming artists, everyone that is popular or coming up, so that they will start coming.
Yeah.
Because these guys are just sitting at Windhoek, they complain, NBC is not giving me a platform, Watagwan is not giving me a platform. Start here, so that those big platforms will see you from here, because they are watching YouTube, and so they will see them like,
Yes, and it's weird how, I mean, it's very surprising when it comes just to your concern and say every industry have an upcoming guy, maybe an upcoming individual. Kuchano music industry, kuchane or website development industry, or maybe it's an industry of business. There's always that upcoming individual. Man, I should be that now. I think where you are one of the upcoming guys in that specific industry. As motivator, Shashakuti, one step ahead. It means a lot.
Definitely.
Shanika, I once again welcome to the show. And kindly just tell us, man, like, who is Shanika? Shanika, I enjoy you. Shanika, and it's giving Ganjera tribe. It's giving Ganjera tribe because every guy there, it's like it's Shanika. Okay, tell us who is Shanika, man.
No, he's an educated version of Ganjera Shanika.
Yeah.
Because we have to. People were just believing that when someone is from Ngajera, there's nothing good can come from there.
Oh, yeah.
So,
apart from stealing.
Yeah, they believe that there's a creativity of doing this. But we also want to prove them wrong, that there's an educated version that are also doing crazy stuff, that are good, benefiting the nations and so on. No, it's just a young person that is a youth leader.
Yeah.
I've been there. Learning Monica Gender Organization.
Yeah, man.
Helping, protecting victims of gender-based violence, and everyone. We are not just focusing on women, men, women, children. We're helping all these people. Patrolling at night. That's how people knows me. Patrolling in Windhoek to protect rape victims mostly. That was the purpose. And then to come to music there is now Ipinge. Now Shanika is the name.
Yes.
Ipinge is the surname.
Yeah.
Now, and there's a police. Being now a police officer, they call you with a surname. So when they start calling me with the surname, Ipinge. Constable Ipinge. So it started now. I no longer know my name because I will now get confused.
Which one is mine?
When I go home, people are calling because I'm used mostly because I spend most of the time at work. And they call Ipinge. Then I said, okay, now this is my surname. It's the one that's known by my colleagues, everyone. Because not just the colleague, even someone need my assistant name, and my number is given. They say call Ipinge. They're not going to call Shanika because of the surname.
Oh.
So now with music now, I started now making Ipinge's name to be the one I'm using in the music.
Oh, because it's the one which is known publicly. Yeah,
and yes, it went well, and that's why now after Ipinge, I have sisters that are doing music also that are helping me for me to be here.
Yeah,
we just end up saying, let's kill this Ipinge thing. Let's make Ipinge kids like Durham kids.
Oh yeah, it's giving South Africa now.
Yeah, like Durham, because with Durham kids it's a group. This one play piano, this one just responsible for the vocals, this one is responsible for the beat, this one is responsible for, even if you are booking them, you don't pay them 1,000 or 2,000 to say come for a show, because you are bringing a lot of creativity.
Yes, it's a package.
Today this one can perform, then tomorrow you see this one is not performing, it's only this one performing, because this one is the one that is responsible for this. So it's different types of gift in one.
Oh yeah, in one. Okay, Ipinge, man, how many siblings do you have from home?
On my mother's side I have only one.
One?
Yeah.
A sister?
Yeah, only a sister. And on my father's side, there are a lot. I cannot even know how many there are, but those that I know,
Approximately 20.
Six there that I know.
6. 6, just 1, 2, 3, 5, 6.
Yeah.
On father side, they are not a lot. No, they are not a lot.
No, but they are. They called me a man is a man.
Yeah, that's why.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. And then tell us about, just go through your childhood lifestyle from maybe you starting up a pre-primary school and then give us until grade 9.
No, I grown up, okay, I was born in Windhoek.
Yeah.
Now when my mom passed on, I have to go to the north. Grown up there, schooling in the village, looking after.
Approximately which year?
When I was 3 years old. That's when my mom passed on. 1997.
1997. Oh yeah. All right.
Yeah. Then I have to go now and stay with my grandparents, and that's why you.
Okay, how?
I know it's Ukwarudi.
Oh.
That's why you see people are asking why too much proverbs in the songs.
Yeah.
There are too much proverbs because I grown up with grannies.
Oh.
And everything, even if they are sending you something to say, go and take this, they pass a proverb already there.
It's automated.
The Take Us podcast with Syllent.
Okay, and then
In your face.
and then how was the growing up?
No, the growing up was good. Unfortunately, I had to grow up without a father.
Yeah.
I remember my grandmother have to play all the roles of a mother and a father because now you have kids in the house. Their fathers are sending them food, clothes, nice things, and you are not getting anything.
Oh.
Now I only have to wait for my grandmother, or let's say my grandparents, that day now where they are going to get their money. A quarter opens there. So when they get their money, they are that monthly money, the monthly grant.
Yeah.
That's when now my grandmother used to buy things for me like
And you was
a gift.
And you was the only vulnerable kid in the house. Oh.
Yeah. Not only, they are also. Let's say some have lost their one parent on one side, but the other parent is still coming through.
Oh.
But for me now, my father was not coming through.
Fuck.
Yeah. So my grandmother, you just have to rely on her. If she bought shoes, but they are, or let's say a trouser, but that trouser is for ladies, you just put it on. Yeah,
It was a hard time, man.
In your
Yeah, I think that those moments when a parent or grandmother they can buy you a big trouser because suggesting that te kupa noko compliment akucha otoko twende to wana moshtoko. Oh, and you just have to admit akucha, yes, this is the situation that I'm living in.
I wasn't care because all I wanted, I was just focused to get educated.
Oh yeah.
To go to school. And shout out to the Queen of Ukwarudi. She's the one that ended up buying for me uniform.
The current queen of
The current queen. She was an English teacher by then, but now she's retired.
Oh.
So she used to have now a campaign. Whenever she see a child that is suffering, she'd take you and buy the brand new uniform from the shoes to the. And I was looking so good.
It was a privilege.
The feeling of. You having a uniform when you just used to go to school wearing your own clothes.
Oh,
yeah.
Was it not attacking you emotionally? The situation at home, was it not attacking you emotionally?
No, not attacking emotionally because there's food.
Oh.
Because for me, the concern is that as long as there's food, as long as I'm sleeping, as long as I'm learning something new every day, I keep on going.
Oh, and then you went with that situation until which grade, approximately?
Until I finish school. Because when I finish school, I have to, the day that I wrote my grade 10, I have to run.
Which school is that?
That was Mwala High School.
Msati?
Yeah, Msati region.
Oh.
I had to take a bus, come to Windhoek for a green pasture.
Without your parents, without your grantees consent?
Yes.
You took your own decision to go to Windhoek?
Decision. No money, nothing, no particles. Just say, okay, this is the cell phone number for my uncle that is that side.
Take Us podcast with Syllent.
Yeah.
In your face.
That was, which year was that? when you left the village and you wrote grade 12 at Mwala?
No, 11. 12 I have to come and do non-calls and so.
Oh.
Yeah.
That was, which year was it?
Do I even remember that? That's the years of 2010.
Oh, yeah.
2010, 2011, somewhere there.
And then those are the years you went to Windhoek.
Yes.
And then tell us about you reaching Windhoek, man.
Reaching Windhoek,
Yeah.
the bus driver need his money.
Oh.
The Take Us podcast with Syllent.
In your
I was
face.
about to go down, yes.
Now calling my uncle.
Yeah.
My uncle say, yes, I know the boy, but I was not prepared. He did not tell me. But later he came. Yeah, he came and... remember I was born in Windhoek, but when I came there, because I did not grown up there,
Yeah.
I see everything differently because the bus was... They were dropping people at Hockran Park.
Oh.
So I thought the whole Windhoek is looking like Hockran Park, is nice places like that.
Oh.
So until the man get angry when he took me to Katutura, then I was like, where I am like this.
So the Katutura is where your uncle is?
Yeah.
Oh.
So then he paid. When he paid, the next morning he sent me to the car wash. And I started working at the car wash. I was very happy.
How old were you by the time?
Just in somewhere 18,
Oh.
17, 18.
Okay, yeah.
Working at the car wash. Later I started learning how to drive a taxi. And, now driving a taxi without knowing Windhoek, picking up tickets.
Tukanambura thought days.
Yeah.
And then tukanene mundara imo.
Yeah, no, I started picking up tickets because I don't know the city and I don't know the roads. I started just learning myself,
Yeah.
and then I pick up tickets, and that's how I was arrested to go to prison. And when I went to prison,
You had license by the time?
no, nothing.
Oh, that's why that could be one of the reasons why you get arrested.
No, but those tickets, not all of them were really about the license because we were very smart. Those guys that are giving us cars, they were very clever. They would tell you that, okay, if you are driving, don't go that side. If you see a road block, turn like this.
Oh.
Make a U-turn and go like this. Use another road. The good thing, Windhoek is having a lot. If you, let's say you want to go to Ochomise, and then you know that there is a roadblock in Ochomise Road. You can take Vanaenda, then you go through Hesbrook, then you go through Komasdal. You are in Ochomise.
Oh.
But again, if you see that they are somewhere here, you can
You need
still
to
take a turn, then you go through the road, and then the WhatsApp group and all those things.
Oh,
So it was mostly
yeah.
inexperience, because sometimes customers are stopping a taxi just out of nowhere. Boom, you will be just hearing, the traffic officer already come out. But if we I can tell you, there was a time even I have to drive maybe for 2 or 3 years without being asked a license or meeting a traffic officer. Sometimes you meet them, but because you are driving good, they don't ask you a license. So I have to go to, there was warrant of arrest. That was maybe 6,000 tickets that I have to pay. And I have to go to jail. And that's what the first experience now of going to custody. Because in the custody, this now holding cells at the police station, where there is now all the boys that are beating you the whole night. You are being beaten the whole night. There's a guy that whenever he's angry, he wake up all these people again and start beating you.
The Take Us podcast with Syllent.
In your face.
When the guy wake up way angry, he come to you.
You come to you, lift you up and say, yeah, go and shower, man. So, you have to pretend like you are sleeping, but he will still kick you. And then lift you up and take you to the shower. You have to shower. When the food is coming, these guys are grabbing everything. Yeah, so...
Yeah, and you are just a boy from the village, man. And by the time, can you speak Afrikaans?
No, I can't speak, but I started picking up, when people are talking, I started picking up words. Now this person is meaning this. Yeah, because we have guys that give us cars. They are sitting at home. And then we have to bring them money. Like there was one guy, he's having 7 taxi, but he don't own them. He just collect taxi and he look for these guys that don't have a license to drive for him. So every night he take car from us. Like if you are coming 7 o'clock, he take your car, he go and give the money to the real owner. And then he give you back the car.
Yo. Da. But I think it can be also happening now because you did it. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, but that's a brilliant way to drive to do a taxi business. Shashi, Wamana, the owner of the Honda Fit thinks that you are in the road driving, but at least you Honda Fit and then you are with Nissan March.
Yeah.
Oh, then this guy have to park
Yeah.
You got
The Take Us podcast with Syllent.
In your face.
Oh, so you did it?
I did it. That time it was just 2 cars. The minor one and the one that I gave to Kamajona.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's how you.
Oh! It's not mine.
And then the owner,
Yeah, I take this one, I take the money. Yeah, I take mine. I take my money and I give that one. Kamajona didn't put money why he bombed.
Oh yeah, apitirithe ngenge uya ngona kwati shango 300 da Messi kungo to chai kama juna shango 500.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Tell us about the experience and Wamona, you when you entered jail, because there are rumors that apparently those guys can also just take your SIM too.
Yeah,
apparently they can fuck you up.
No, that is really not there. That is mostly at a prisoner. In jail, it's just intimidation. Okay, like the way I enter, this guy is already telling me that, okay, the t-shirt is mine, the other one is saying that, and everyone is holding his. This one that's holding the t-shirt, he's already removing it. The other one is removing the trouser, he's already holding it. And everything is, you are being stripped naked, and then you get to get maybe those old clothes from other guys that are dirty and smelling, and your clothes are going to be, the moment they are being taken, the next cell, they are selling your clothes there. And then they will this guy coming like he's caring for you and say, look, call your mother, don't worry, man. No, and he start telling people, leave my boy, man. Yeah, he's my boy, man.
You want to take advantage?
He come to you, calm you down, even giving you food and say, look, now you can call your parents. I have a way. There is a police officer. No, that police officer is just a guy in the next cell.
In the next room.
Yeah. That, okay, this police officer is giving away. We are taking you out. You just need to send 2,000 to this number. And talk to the police officer. And then your parents are calling you, hearing you talking. You are okay. Yeah, there is a way. They will send the money. After they send the money, this guy will chase you out and say, "Go, man. Yes. What are you doing on my bed here?" And then the parents already thinking that you are coming out. That's now things that affected us sometime when you're going to get a real bail. The parents already wasted money into stuff. Yes. Sometimes they are even being threatened that this person is not in jail. This person, we are killing him, and you must send 10,000. It's a crazy situation. But prison cells, holding cells are more dangerous. But prison is a different environment, because when you went there, some guys were crying. Even I was 18 somewhere there. Big guys are crying. They don't want to go to jail. For me, I said, okay, no, to prison. I went. When we went there, it's a learning environment, because people there. Okay, remember at holding cell, they are jumping to grab your clothes.
Yes.
When we enter prison, I was like, now, my clothes. No one is touching you. No one is attacking you. No one is running towards you. Everyone is minding their business, because they have to mind about their time to finish.
They are fulfilling the state's
and then you have a good environment to ask from other guys. How is the condition here? What time to sleep? What do I need to do? Everyone is telling you. Not like in a holding cell, everyone is angry. And that's where I started the Monica Gender Organization, was established while I was in prison.
In prison,
Yeah, because I started asking guys, how do they end up here? Picking up their experience motivated me more. Especially there were those that raped women, and they encouraged me that do it, please, because we don't like what we did.
Please come up with this that type of organization.
A lot of tips from them. Some killed people. They also gave me tips that contributed to the organization to be successful. I established the organization while I was inside. That's why you listen to the songs we are talking about. Even if you go to jail, you just need a pen and paper. Pen and paper in jail is there. So I got pen and paper, started writing those ideas. When I come out, I established that organization. that was named now after the first lady, Madam.
Oh yeah, Monica Ipinge.
And then she came through. When she read about it in the newspaper, she had to look for me. And while I was just sleeping in the morning, I heard someone is telling me that the whole location is full of police officers. And Akama is the first lady is already preparing to come to my room. And then there were police officers around, and protection unit, everything.
Which year was that?
That was 2014, eh? Yeah, 2014 to 2015 there. So just to see this, the woman coming to me inside. No, you have a vista from State House, but I'm talking with the woman. I don't know if she's the first lady. So I was talking later on. When I look at the face properly, I see I'm with the first lady, because she just paid a surprise visit. She heard that I named after her. She paid me a surprise visit to come and I invest my place, because that time the office, how I did my office, is just like how I did my studio now. There is a bed, sleeping bed, and then there's a chair there, a person coming. People that are having problems, they come and speak. So I just put a material cloth to cover the bed, and then I'm talking with the person just on this small place. So that's how I started the organization. She also came and sit on the same wooden chairs that my clients used to sit.
Very humbling, man.
And then she told me, no, he's the first lady. And she asked me a question: what do you want for me to lift you up? I said, no, I need money. I need a very good car, maybe a very good Toyota double cab. I need an iPhone. I need a MacBook. I said, no, man, my boy. What I can do, I can take you to school, number one. And when I take you to school, I think I open your doors. And I'll also support you to manage your organization here. She did it. And if she even, the first time in my life I was having a mentor. And you know, why a lot of people are not really going well in their life, is because to have a mentor, it's very difficult. Because it's very strict. If you are being told you don't post insult on your social media, you just don't post it. If you are being told you don't go to bars, you just don't go to bars. So having a mentorship is something that is a very good experience, a bad experience also. Yeah. Because if they tell you, okay, you need to sleep this time, and this time you need to rest, you do it. Because if you don't do it, they will definitely get disappointed, because sometimes they can call you maybe 3 o'clock, or let's say 12 o'clock. Ipinge, where are you? And maybe you are in the bar. You know, when you are in the bar, a mentor does not need to call you 3 times. Need to call you 1 kick, you pick up. Oh, where are you? Can I call you with a video call? I want to see where you are. Because they want to see you. You must not be less. You must be less distracted. Because I almost lost a lot of opportunity when my mentors went to the Facebook account. They find I have insult there, insulting elders, those political things we are just following. You just see someone talking about politics and you are also going around, you see? And then you insult them. And then also these things of insulting girlfriend or throwing shades on Facebook. Those things were printed out and I was called in. But 3 years back, you did this. And I was just a kid that said, no, you don't need to post things like this. That's why now if you check on my Facebook page, I don't post anything. If I post something that have to do with really business-wise, I just have to like. I don't even comment on things, because sometimes now those comments also put you in trouble. It's always when you get a very good opportunity, they look into those things. The IT people, they just plug your name. It will bring out everywhere you commented, everywhere you insult or you say all those negative things.
So there are those people that can just bring everything that you commented on Facebook.
Yes, there are jobs that requires security check. Let's say they are giving you to be a principal. If they are giving you to be a principal, you really have to go through a lot of vetting. Intelligence have to come through. And intelligence, as we understand it, intelligence is in different stage. There is the country's intelligence, Ministry of Education also having their intelligence, So they have now to check if you are able to be given a role to be a reader, like now in my case, for others, or you are just going to be a bossy person. And some of those things that I missed, I was like trying to be smart and not following the rules of the mentor, affected me. Where I'm here now, if I could follow what I was going through the mentorship, I could not be here. I could be even in parliament. But I like it because I don't regret for anything I did, because I know any reason that I learn in life it's worth experience on my CV. Because I don't have a CV like I see people having a CV. I was a teacher, I was working into Okamini Fresh Market, or no. My CV is having a experience of whatever I went through.
Oh, okay. Tell us about now experience. I mean the connection. I mean the connection between you and the first lady by the time, Monica, or relationship. I mean, how is it now as we are talking?
I know she liked me so much like a son. If you see you are sitting in a crowd and the first lady have to call you to introduce you, so that was really okay. Because when you have meetings, she will be like, yes, Shanika, stand up. And then I have to stand, There are ministers, there are governors, so then she give you also a chance to talk. Yeah, it's like something very new. And she really pushed for me to get all the materials that I needed. Host me whenever she have a workshop. She also was to send a letter. And imagine when you are getting that letter,
from the first lady. Do you know which corner are you by the time? Receiving a letter. Maybe from your headman and from your principal, or maybe your lecturer or something. The first lady of the country.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
the president's wife.
Yeah. And then
the last number of the country.
Last number, People started some people did not even people that are working in the office of the first lady, the people that were not happy, because when she paid my school, I can tell you it was almost 400,000 for me to be educated as an IT. That's why right now I'm not boasting, but when it's coming to computer, whether you wake me up, what time of the day, drunk or not drunk, I'm the best IT. Not I see you see a lot of young ones, because of unemployment, they are opening sell shop and repair shop. They just Google on YouTube. I'm an expert that you only tell me that my laptop is not switching on. I'll only ask you questions, because we are taught already not to open people's things. As an expert, an engineer, computer engineer, you need to know already without opening people's things. People say, no, there's only a blue light coming, but the laptop is not going on. You know already there's a RAM, or this is a screen. Then when you are checking, you just go to
straight to.
Because I got the best education ever. So that was now a thorn in the skin, in a fresh skin, because people were not happy. And some even used to screenshot. That's why I say social media for the well-known people, famous people. That's why you see in Europe, they call a manager. Even me, I was supposed to have a manager myself, because those managers that you are having, they are overseeing your social media and see what to post and what to comment and what not to say. In my case now, some of those things affected me, because people, when they post, take screenshot to the first lady, no, Shanika is like, that's why you see later on there was a little bit of a confusion between Monica gender and the first lady office.
Oh yes.
Because sometimes I can post childish things because I was inexperienced. Now some people are just sending those things, like those well-connected politicians. They are sending straight to the first lady. No, we see this posted on Facebook. Is this the first lady? And then I end up now posting, and I have to put not the office of the first lady, not from the office of the first lady. But in the process, I get matured. If you follow the page, you're really going to see that you will even see someone coming in the comment section insulting you with your mother. Like all of us from the organization, bad insult there. We learn not to respond. They are just to swallow the pride and allow the person to post what they want to post. Some can even put our pictures there and say bad things. We learn also those things, because now we are learning, the mentorship now ended somewhere when I was at school. And from school, I started now pushing without a mentor, where I have to do a lot of mistake because I don't have a mother. Because the first mentor is a mother.
Yes, that's the thing.
Okay, when I heard now, because sometimes I can go to meetings, workshops, where only one person turn up. I'll feel bad. So when I go home,
when you host a workshop, one person can show up.
Only one person show up. Or no person show up at all. And then you have chairs that are line up and all this whole thing. So you need now to have a mother at home, and you go back to your mother and cry and say, Mom, aish. And then she will be like giving her courage. So I have to be a father, a mother, and myself, 3 in 1. Giving myself confidence. Later on, I have a workshop that's turning up to 1,000 people to 500, and if I have a workshop that is poorly attended, is maybe 20 people, because I started learning through hardship, through self-mentorship. And now some of the mistakes that I did to end up now in a situation like, they say, like the situation of debt and mental health issues that we are battering, is it's very difficult to get someone to mentor you on money issue. Because some people can come, like those times used to have people coming and say, look, I want you to travel from here to come and help me on this case. And then you have people working for you that are also trying to do things behind closed doors using the organization name. Like there was a situation where in Swakop, people just went there, apparently they are registering people with that don't have documents. They collected almost 600,000. Swakop and Utap, it was 2 towns. Now the police, the police calling, I have to pick up. And then when people that are working for me doing bad things using the organization name or taking people's money through whatever means.
They're registering what?
People's birth certificate, those people that don't have birth certificate. We are having a program like that, but we're working with the ministry. Now these people that I was working with, they say that, and then remember we started charging people for copy, just making copies. Yeah, and everything was transferred. We were giving them invoice, and so it was in Windhoek. So they saw that, because people turn up, maybe it was almost 6,000 people that turn up. They saw that, the numbers talk, they are going to do it on their own without notifying me. While I'm there is the police calling. So these people with the name, T-shirt with Monica gender, even card, those identification card, they took money from people, registering them for birth certificate and so, and they charge us 1,000 or 2,000 and so.
Sure.
Now I have to pay those money. If you don't pay them, it's the name of the organization. Now you are the last man standing, but as being the last man standing, you still need to make sure that whatever is owed to people through the organization is paid.
Yes, you need to clean the brand.
Yeah. And even me, there are also issues now, because there were so many things, and the pride. Some of the people will be able to say, fight for me this case, maybe they give you a car. That car, now when it comes, this person's like, I don't want this car, sell it for me. And then you end up now, the money is not enough now to take to the person you took this. So these are things now I pick up as a young person. But I know if you were having a mother, now maybe parents always ask, where did you get this car from?
Yeah.
Why are you having an expensive phone?
Yeah.
Why are you getting money?
Yeah.
Even if you are trying to buy a gift for your mother, like strict mother always asking, but my boy, this gift is just too expensive. Where did you get it?
Where did you get it? Where are you getting money from? Who's funding you?
Yeah, so.
Sure. And how long have you spent at the how long have you been in jail? I mean, in prison.
Prison, it was a month, because my grandparents and the aunties, the family, they contributed money, that's 6,000. And then they sent it to one of the uncle, like, okay, go and bail the boy out. That uncle took the whole money, deposited back to the account of my grandparents, and say the boy must rot in jail. And I don't know. Okay. Then the grandparents they thought the money that was sent for something else, maybe like it's just a token of appreciation. Later on, they see I'm not coming out of jail. What is money for? No, this money was the money that you sent for me to bail the boy out. And then they have to again do a second contribution for me to be bailed out, because I have now to spend a whole month in jail. It was just supposed to be a week, then I'm bailed out. So, but now I have to spend a whole month in jail. I'm sorry, in prison.
So now, have you ever maybe clashed with your uncle, with that uncle of yours, or nothing had transpired before?
Nothing. Is just also a typical Oshuambo mentality to say, Oshuambo parents, they have this mentality when someone went to jail, they want to punish them. So which even me as a father, I really don't think I will be punishing my kids to say this one must stay in jail. I would want to know what happened and rehabilitate. But for them, it's a punishment when someone is in jail. Even with tickets, I was not even doing robbery. I was not even doing. Maybe you can even a person that do robbery does not deserve to be locked in jail.
Yeah,
that person need to deserve to be rehabilitated by the family. Yeah.
And talking of you being as a father now to have that sympathy that my child must not be in jail. Like by that time, have you or something? Your firstborn maybe by the time.
That time not really.
Or in its simplicity, maybe we should say, when did you get your firstborn?
The kid started when the fame came. Yeah.
Hey!
Yeah.
Yeah. You've been royal enough, and then you started when you started getting fame.
Yeah, because when fame came, you have girls that they can call. That's why you see up to now people are struggling to get hold of me, because I'm not really available anymore just to be called like that, because of a past experience. Some can call you, no, I have a problem, when you go to their house. Be like, no, I don't have a problem, I just like you. When you knock off, need call me. So you have women that are proposing you, and this I'm saying it to a lot of public figures, artists, well-known people that are trying to run away from this truth.
Yeah.
At the moment you are shining, you will see different women are coming. Some are even wishing to pay your rent. Like, you are a good boy, I like your work, I like what you are doing, I'm paying your work, I'm the one, I'm paying your rent, I'm going to buy your food. Later on, the person will be like, yes, I want the child, I don't mind as we go for testing. And then that's how now, for security, I'm not really going to speak up about the kids, how many they are, who are they, but
they can maybe they can pass the count of 10. 15.
Yeah. Yeah, you came right. Yeah, but this is not something that I also like. Something I regret, because being famous to young people that are still coming up and looking up to us, you must be very careful, especially with women because some of these women that we have kids with are big women. Like someone that can appreciate your work as an auntie, as a mother, but later on you find yourself in bed with that specific woman. So they must be very careful enough to stick to a girlfriend. Okay, I think if you are entering fame, enter fame with a girlfriend, and then you must listen to what your girlfriend, because those girlfriends used to be jealous. They are really doing justice to us, because they know if let's say like those that are doing music after performance, if the girlfriend is pulling you, say, no, bruh, let's go, just go. But if you are insulting her to say, yeah, I'm with my friends and
in my friends, and you end up fucking them.
Yeah. Because those friends, they are going to buy alcohol, they are going to do everything, and most of the women are very desperate to grab well-known people. They don't mind spending money. All they want is just to have a child with the same name, Ipinge.
And also just to have the title that, no,
I'm dating. Yeah.
Yeah,
but when you have a girlfriend and you enter fame with your girlfriend, follow her advice, follow what she say, Go always with your girlfriend. Even if you are coming for an interview, you are with your girlfriend. Even if you are going for a performance, you are with your girlfriend. And sometimes,
One new things.
tell me which artist, like in Namibia,
Want to try new
that
things.
you saw introducing their girlfriend on stage. Because if you did, you cut off. So guys, I'm here. I'm who?
My
But
girlfriend
before-
is here. But some of the women doesn't pay. I mean, they doesn't give a fuck. You come with your girlfriend or somebody. Maybe you come with a wife. They don't care.
Yeah.
They want to take you. The main aim, the main target is you, not the wife. They don't give a fuck about that thing.
I know the first person to respect is a girlfriend.
Oh,
Especially that those that are standing up for us. They dress us. They make sure that we eat before we go out. They are there when we are doing our work, when we are preparing in our difficult times. Especially women that stand with you in your difficult times. Let's say you go to jail, like in my case.
yeah.
There was a lady that used to come and bring me food, but I can tell you
She used to be yours.
Yes.
Oh.
She used to come and bring me food. She used to come every Sunday, even used to come with her mother. But there are those women that we just used to lock, and then they don't come and visit us when we are in jail. There was a time I was poisoned, and I went to go to Kadutra Hospital. The same lady showed up, but everyone there, all
Who
these
poisoned you?
women- I don't know. I was just poisoned. I thought because now of the work that I was doing. But she showed up, and all these other women that we give money, we entertain. Not even anyone's taking time to come and visit you in the hospital.
Oh,
But she was there in the hospital. She was there in prison time, and these are the people. You listen to her.
Sure. And that's much emotional, ne? And look, how many? You said most you are not comfortable with saying the number of kids you have now.
Yeah.
And you clarified that we can pass the count of 15.
Yeah. yes.
Okay,
Yes.
approximately. Okay, hypothetically speaking, maybe how many baby mamas that you can really tell? Because I know passing the counting of 15. That's already a case of having different baby mamas. You see?
Yeah, they are all different, and that's why there's a song which say, I have 15 players, but I don't have a stadium. I have 15 kids, but I don't have a house. It's a song that I make myself, but definitely I did not release. It's there, but I did not release it. But it's there. There's a song that I speak about it. So meaning that you have a stadium, you have prayers, but you don't have a stadium. You say, I'm going to have a house so that I can take care of my kids. So I like talking in Proverbs, so like even everything that I'm talking about, Proverbs. So for anyone to learn about my life, they must listen to all the work, because I did not left any stone unturned.
Yeah.
But I'm just like the Red Lassie Hammer. I learn a lot. That's why the work you see here, I listen to his songs. Nobody understand him until when he passed on. No one knows that David Sham Schools was named after the father of Lassie Hammer. No one knows that when Lassie Hammer is saying, what is this again? Mbono ya Siro Shiri, stuff like that.
Kasinga.
Ya Siro Shiri. So he was talking about the father that passed on because of the truth, everything. And people, okay, like even city young girls, we've been singing City Yongo.
City Yongo, yeah.
Yeah. With us here, we still have people that are asking, what do you mean? But it's just a training that, like some of my girls are, they have trainings in vocals and so. They may sound different, but the meaning is there. So inspired by Lassiham, that he put his own life, whatever happened to him, whatever he wanted to achieve in his music, but only after his death people understand. So for me now, I don't want people to understand after my death. So I want them to start knowing, because what I went through now is just also what everyone is going through. Like that song, Kapena Uziwu, is like everyone, even artists are playing. Big people are playing of it.
Yeah, man. No. While we are there, we are going. We are still. We are coming at the segment where we call the segment as notion behind your songs.
Yeah.
Like I'm gonna play some of your songs.
Yeah.
You tell us how was the studio session. How was the vibe? How did you write it? Because you are the one who wrote the songs. Just that you are not the one who is singing.
Yes.
Yes. We are going to play the songs. The main one, which is blowing up the country right now. So be emotional, fuck emotional thing, but yeah. Guys, I mean,
I can't just mention names.
Yeah, man.
Because it's a higher profile.
Yeah.
Called and say they are into troubles, they are going through a lot, and that song is hitting them. Then we saw like, yo, I thought it was just my own personal song because of my situation.
No, guys, people are going through things. People are going through things, and until the extent where you ask yourself, look, you can look at a person who is well off, driving well, living well, eating at nice restaurants, and you feel like he doesn't have any problem in life. But for me to come close to, because I remember when I played the song on radio, I got DMs. Why? I know. Please, the other song you played. Now I can remember because I played. I cannot remember. I was not recalling the song I played because I played a lot of songs on radio.
Yeah.
And to my surprise, my boss sent me a screenshot of those lyrics because the way you posted the song on YouTube, it was with lyrics. Because I think it was a version from TikTok. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yes, my boss sent me a screenshot. He was like, "Who is this artist?" Then I had to do research. Who is the guy? I just came to find out this is the guy of Monica gender-based violence. Then I was like, "Oh, okay." So that's how it came up.
Yeah, that's how it came because it.
But but I think this song is into two versions. There's a version of 4 minutes and then the version of 1 minute 26 seconds.
Yeah, and remember, like I told you, the version of 1 minute it was a demo because people started getting crazy in the neighborhood, and then we just have to release it. But there's a full version. I think there's 3 versions because there's a protected version that's now original version with the guitars and also English version.
Yeah.
That one is only available for commercial purpose. Yeah, but that was a song, and I also, since we are there, that this CD is going to be to one of your followers. Yeah, one of your followers in the comment section. That I don't know now how you are going to put your competition, but I think you are going to put your own competition in the comment section.
Yeah, man.
And whoever, if you reach how many viewers, I think, if they have to push.
If this episode have to push and then you share a lot of times, man.
Yeah.
If we reach, I don't know, if we reach 6,000 subscribers through your name, you win the CD, man. I have to.
Yeah. So people must push, they must share.
I got to.
Yeah.
Man,
yeah. Then someone must get the CD.
Oh yeah. Thank you so much, man.
Yeah.
Yo. So you played everything on instrumental thing. You played everything.
Yeah. And remember, like I was telling you earlier that I study
IT,
and I also did sound engineering that I'm busy with. Being a sound engineer, you learn more about sound, not just sound of vocals, sound of instrument, and then the history of music, because there's a module that we are talking about the history of music, where the music started from, where people are just using those traditional instruments like reed.
Lead.
Yeah. So I came up now with a software which is called Nahiri Nashima. So we have producers that are just relying on Fruity Loops,
FL Studio, Logic, Cubase, Reason.
These things, the reason that the Namibian industry is not going anywhere because there is no Namibian that are doing that are into software development, that are creating software into music. That's why I'm busy with this model, and this model we are busy teaching it and learning from it also. At the point that when it graduates, we can now able to sell it to producers, musicians, and so it's a very unique sound because we have quality. We are going for the quality. That's why you see people are talking about the mastering and mixing is quality. It's because we are
because you can hear those sounds, you can hear bass, you can hear first, the tenor is there, you can just hear everything.
And when people are talking about AI, I don't want to run away from it. At the beginning, I've been using, there is software for AI to make music with AI. They are there. I've been using them at the beginning. But there's also a software that you are developing. But as a sound engineer, also an IT technician, I started saying that, no, man, there's something lacking in the industry. We need our own software. We can't be just using Fruit Loops and other Reasons and Logic and so. I must develop a software. Now, I don't have all the qualifications to bring up a software. Having a knowledge and the experience,
it's not enough.
I approach expert, which I have to pay a lot of money though, to develop a software for me, which is called Nangiri Nashima software. So now
Nangiri Nashima. Imagine quite wrong with fruity loops, no FL, and then the logic, reason, Q-base. Mara now toro pay for toro kita Nangiri Nashima or software say Nangiri Nashima.
Yeah, because we saw also that these are a forgotten legend. If you go to any bars, you can't hear their songs. Only our grandparents and mothers, fathers know about their music. I think naming a software after her, we are also going to have a section with her work.
Yeah,
we are going to promote her work. And we are going to make sure that Namibian people, the music industry is not going to be the same, because we must have our own gen.
Because we are pushing for, we are just pushing for Kwaito, and then
Amapiano.
But Amapiano is a self proclaimed genre of South Africa. It's a South African genre, obviously.
Yeah, and they have a software. They have a software. The only thing that they sell to us is plugins, but they have their own software that is adapting those plugins for like the roll drums, you know.
Oh, the log drums, yes.
Yeah, the rock drums. And Malo pianos. So those are just plugins that they're using, but they have softwares that are hidden from us. Because if we have to get hold of them, our artists can pay for. You look at the Davido, look at Wizkid, Burna Boy. These guys in Nigeria, there's expert that you have to approach these guys. But I have a software that I have to do for you.
Yeah.
That's why their music is sounding different. They always come up with different melodies, different instruments that never heard before. And that's what attracts people in Europe. Because in Europe, they are tired of everything they heard of. They always want to hear of something new. So Nangiri Nashima is still a model. It's still a demo. Model in IT, we say is a demo still, which is only available to me. And
the owner.
I need to teach it. We need to feed it. We need to work a lot of it. We need to update it up to the point that we now can able to sell it to the ambient producer.
Oh, so for it also just to get familiarized with local language. Indigenous languages.
Yeah.
Oshiwambo, English, Namibian English, of course.
Yes, of course, because you see, like our girls, when they are singing there, people are insulting them, like, and saying all sort of negativity, is because the software, we are teaching it to pick up errors. Because when you are singing, if there's errors in recording, the software have to tell you that the way you are singing is not. Because we have producer that does not even have a single qualifications, that you find guiding a singer, sometimes a singer that's having a qualification
on IT, yeah. Yes,
just a qualification in music.
Yeah, man.
Someone
The Take Us podcast is silent.
Someone been singing in the choir, and that person knows how to use voice, how to do this and that, and the producer will be able to say, yeah. Okay, some people are saying our Oshiwambo is sounding different. It's sounding different because let's look at how people are writing lyrics. One of my uncle is also doing music, taught me that you cannot how you are writing, that's how you sing. And then you cannot, if you write like Oshiti, you sing it exactly the way you are writing, because that's why if you find our first lyrics that we write on the black and white, there is broken Oshiwambo, because we have to write to sound it in that
the way it needs. It's supposed to be sounding on a beat.
Yeah, the way we are reading it. Now you find people forcing to sing Oshiwambo as it is appearing in the dictionary of Oshiwambo. it's not working.
And it's not gonna
Because
work.
music is creativity.
Mhm.
You need to be very creative with melodies.
Yeah.
And melody sometimes you may even end up destroying a good song
Yeah.
when you are trying to force a word that is not fitting in that melody.
And that's the thing. All right, ladies and gentlemen, on the Takers, we call you Takers because you subscribe to the channel. We saw you follow us on the social platforms. Maybe you are still to buy the T-shirt to support the platform, because to bring brilliant people like Ipinge, Shanika, because we are still taking money from our pockets though. And for this moment, we are still at the notion behind the songs. We came from Maudhigune. Yes. Now we are going for this. Yarumento.
Yatekula nokukwatela unonawe nikuyo yene inaye mukula nando esende.
Maybe how was the vibe when you were writing the song?
Like I told you, I have different baby mamas. Part of those baby mamas
Yalume
been helping the kids without asking me anything. Myself now.
Yeah.
And I just wanted to appreciate them indirect. But Anakama, whatever I do, like whatever songs that we are doing, we end up touching lives again differently. But it was my own song because in myself, there is baby mama. Seriously,
Yeah.
in my difficult times, I may not send money, I may not buy food, buy nappies. They do it. And we really have to appreciate. That's why I used to tell every man, you don't need to, between a girlfriend and a baby mama, you pick a baby mama, because no matter what, you must protect them. You must always make sure that there's no fight between a baby mama and a girlfriend, because baby mamas, if you fight them, that's why you see some of the people end up being exposed. It's because they are fighting baby mamas.
Oh yeah, because social media, which
Those are our
doesn't
mothers.
support.
If you have
Oh,
a child with her, she's your mother. So those are our mothers. They just need to be protected. We need, if they even make noise, you really need to call and say, Mama, I'm sorry, my mother, They are very special people.
but if you have more than 5, how would you call them mother, mama?
Yeah, they are mothers, yeah. They are mothers. Yeah.
Okay, the next one is the next one is here. Is this one? Yeah, man. We are still at notion behind the songs, man. Getting personal now. Zimo. Benda. Inyapa. Hey. What is the notion behind the song? The studio said how you were writing the song.
I know that one was still, I noticed, there was a day I was cleaning my room.
Oh.
Find underwears. This one is under the pillow, between the bed and the underwear. And now, and a lot of signs now. And I noticed that, okay, there's too many women that we bring to this room that I'm sleeping. Every woman is coming with an intention, and they are being consulted wherever they are consulting to leave something. And then I was like, okay, when I stop, I remove those underwears, I went to go burn them, I changed the bed locations, and then I started like, man, I just trying to be a man. Even the feelings are coming, like, let me call.
Oh, so it was your own story.
Everything is my own story in this album.
So this in this song you are talking about yourself finding a lot of underwears
Yeah.
when you were cleaning your room.
Yeah, and I remember that a lot of guys, they don't do cleaning there.
Yeah.
For me, it was just that name, man. Let me do a cleaning. Under the bed is another way. So a girl is coming with another way, she leave it again. Yeah, so
You still have a lot of them.
no. I think now because when I noticed that, I took a break for some months, not bringing women and so on. And things were moving a little bit. That's why even you see now this album artwork is coming. I have a lot of music that stuff that was supposed to be released did not get released, and go to work, you can in good plans, they are not coming out because everyone. Okay, and remember, what now you are there,
Yeah.
you have to call me 3 o'clock because you can call me anytime
Yeah.
regarding maybe a booking for interview or so. But I'm with a woman that I just bring in and she's listening. This woman, if she's from a very bad background, she will make sure that the interview is not going to happen. I will give you excuse all the time. But if you have one girlfriend that knows about your work and she hear everything, she will protect you. And even if you are talking in the phone business plans, she will really not going to have bad intention. She will have good intention so that you guys can go forward. And I always used to tell people, when you progress, take care of your girlfriend. So that because there's no way you are going to talk always with the phone outside. What if it's raining?
Yeah.
And it's an urgent call and then it's raining.
Yeah, that's the
You
thing.
talk on the bed and say, okay, Brian, no man, okay, I'm going to make for you an album is going to be 10,000. But if it's the wrong person, she will make sure that album is not going to pass. That money is not going to pass. Your girlfriend, when you benefit, any time that you are taking care of your kids, you're also taking care of her. She will always pray for you.
Sure. So this was your own. The whole project is your own reflecting story. Yo, guys, how much is a CD?
It's 200.
Yeah, 200, man.
Yeah.
Guys, this is the album. It's not. It sounds like a gospel, but it's a true story that have to reflect on Shaanika's story, man. I know.
And the whole motivation came from Monica. The organization had to close. The offices had to close. The office have to close. The organization have to close. Lawyers have to come write letters of attaching our property like cars. In the emotional part is that the favorite cars that made me who I am, the car that we went to arrest criminals, protect women and so, which worth 400,000, I have to sell it for 40,000 in Utapi. Yeah, so it was a battle because to me that car could have been left there and not even going for auction because I did everything inside it when I into that car. So it was a spiritual story because people trusted me so much that I was even being deployed to handle witchcraft matters. And when I was handling those witchcraft matters, I'm just a boy. I don't have a mother. I don't have guidance and also anyone to protect me. And I remember, I'm not really going to go in details, I attended a case in Umsat region.
Yeah.
Where I have to, it was a matter related to these church things and so. And then from there, things never become. That pastor say that he's going to go to witchcraft. Because when I appear, he say, you are so powerful. You are so scary. You are so spiritual strong. You are just, when you came in my house, because there was a war, then I went to go listen. And then there was a war now. And
spiritual or physical?
Spiritual war. And after that war, that's how the car was sold. 40,000 for the car. Office equipment, we have a very expensive table, grass tables and all these things, the equipment for the office. I sold all of them. And I'm telling you up to now, up to today.
What were you trying to recover from? Because
not really recovering.
You just needed money.
I just wanted to go back to Windhoek because I saw that in the north, I was really overpowered. Those that were looking up to me, they can't do anything. And now me, the main man, I'm the one that is overpowered, you know. I have to go back to Windhoek. So then when I went to go back to Windhoek, I have to start fresh. But it was always paining me starting fresh without office, without equipment, without anything.
Yeah.
I still go back because remember having 4 office in Wavisbai, office in Oshakati, office in Otapi, office in Katima Moriro,
Office in Windhoek.
That's our 5 offices that were operating with people that I used to pay again from my pocket, because with NGO there is no way they are paying, not even the government will give you money. So I was now doing this IT work, and I was paying those people, paying the office, and sometimes there's some
Office rentals as well.
Office rental as well. Now it was tough. I can't afford, and we end up crossing some offices. When you cross them, now we have people that are calling. They need their rental money to be paid. We end up being taken to lawyers. And issues also of disappointing those that trusted us. Like in my case now, as the head of the organization, there were some cases I was trusted with, but because of the situation I was going through, I had to disappoint the people that trust me. And when I look into it, I say this is not normal. How I know myself, I know that I'm not a person that's after property, but you end up touching people's things, end up into people's monies, and so mixing business with monies, and so when I was not even up for money, it brought me to say, okay, fine, things are not well, let me stop. When I stopped and started reflecting on myself, as the like of the music now that we played here about staying away from women, you know, it was one of the contributing, because it's not a good thing. You are running an organization and there is debt that are here and there. It forced me to close the organization so that I can clean up and make sure that the organization stand in good standing. That's why you see that the song that we make also, it's an old song now, it's not part of this trending album, which say my cup is empty, so allow me to fill my cup so that I can able to fill in your cup, because when my cup is empty, I can't help.
There's nothing I can do
because
about
people
it.
are still calling. So the reason people are complaining why your phone is off. Yeah, my phone has to be off because it's not good. Because those people, when they are calling, they start crying already.
Oh.
They expect that assistance from you. I think my phone numbers and everything must be reachable when I can also able to assist those people. There's the retail resources that are on the disposal. Not just people to call at 3 o'clock in the midnight where you cannot even offer any assistance because there's no fund.
So now, as we are talking, is your organization still active, or is it on hold?
No, the organization is on hold because we have to fix all the damages. But we attend to people that are coming through, like through calls and Facebook inbox, but we no longer attend in person. We have to delegate them to other stakeholders.
All right, and then speaking of you directing, I mean, maybe referring these people to other stakeholders. You used to be in the streets. Used to be in the streets where you can just drive, where you drive at night, roaming around Windhoek. Like, what was inspiring you by the time? Like, because you got tirani ni mayo ye mboto tonoshonosho. What was the motive behind?
Yeah, no, not really afraid of criminals because it's a calling. And I know how to work with people. Shall it be criminals? And out of our patrol, and at that time, even without any training, without any mentorship, I used to do it. But it depends. Criminals are also not bad people if you approach them in a good way. You must just use your emotional intelligence very well, how to approach people. They can be rough, they can be rude, but you try to be calm and speak to them very nicely. They will allow you to search them even by that time now. But I also don't think it's a good idea for anyone to try, because
No, it's not a safe
to me,
idea even.
it was just something that I have to do. But when I went to the police, that's when I went to see like,
It's dangerous.
it's dangerous, because even in the police, a single police officer cannot go and patrol around.
That's the
They
thing.
need at least to be two. And for me, it was just a single person.
Sure. And by the time you had, I think you was well equipped, because I used to watch your lives, man. Because at the same time you need to be live on Facebook as an organization, as a director in the organization. You used to be live on Facebook, and I can see everybody can tell you used to be so equipped. The cars, it was even Parado, it's been Parado something.
Yeah, it's a Nissan Patrol. Yeah, I used to be equipped. We have a MTC came through. Really assisted us with a very good budget that allows us to have all the equipment that we needed. Yeah, with that equipment we did a lot of miracles.
Yeah, man.
And later on, things started getting tough in Windhoek. So there were people that were afraid of our competition. Especially other organizations. I can specifically say organizations that are being run by foreigners in Namibia. Because there are foreigners that are in Namibia, but they are running NGO. So they were afraid. And they were like, so many things tried. And then we were like, no, our lives are in danger now in Windhoek. Ne? That's now even that poison stuff came.
Oh, yeah.
Not just the poison things. We also experienced our cars were being stopped and the disc were being removed just out of like that everything is okay. We have our cars being suspended. So someone was behind all this whole thing. Our girls colleagues, they were being taken from the organization. Someone was
pulling them out,
and it really affected us also operation wise. Some were influenced to do bad things just to make sure that the organization is going down. And that's when I moved to Utapi, like the whole of 2021. I'm in Utapi. And as I was in Utapi, I continued to fight for the people. I used to go there in the village. That's why all the village in the surrounding of Utapi and Utapi itself, these things of rape, abuse, it was a thing of the past, because I personally used to go and attend. And then I work with the police.
Yeah, and I remember this at that time you posted, no, our offices got broken into, somebody went with things or something. Tell us about that incident.
Yeah, I think those are two incidents where the office was broken into and things were taken. And the emotional part was that the computers, the data, like the last break-in, everything was taken. So it also have to be a very difficult start. Let me say, even if you are writing letters to sponsors, there's no photos, data that you keep, and that's where it was also a learning process to migrate to what is online data keeping.
Yeah, at least for you to be on a safe side as well.
Yeah.
All right, and how do you use to, because you are running an NGO and it's a big organization in the country, like how do you used to pay the employees, or maybe approximately how many employees you had, and then how do you pay them?
Like in Windhoek, that the photos are there, the data are there on Facebook. We used to have more than 20 people. That I pay 500, 300 just for cosmetics and stuff, because though people are volunteering themselves, you need to give them cosmetics and so. 5 offices across the country that I have to pay the rental. So it was for a good cause. But unfortunately, our people, they don't used to support us. Like the match, like just like what Amshirero did. And I was more inspired by Mshiralo though. When he crossed this step, he no longer help people.
Yeah. I'm even happy for it though.
Yeah, it's because
Shout out to Amushe though.
you are helping people, but they don't even send the guy to say, okay, fine, guys, month end, we are sending a 200. I'm bringing you food. I'm buying you clothes. I'm buying you shoes. So everything was from my pocket. And remember now being a father.
And by that time, 2020, 2021, 2021, 2022, 2023, how many kids maybe were you having by the time?
Let's say the kids were just born between 2019 to 2020. Unfortunately, the firstborn was born in the early 2015 and she passed on. May her soul rest in peace. But all these kids were born between 2021 to 2023. And that was a time of fame, the original fame, where you are a big god, everyone is looking at you like a big man.
But can you maybe take us a little bit in the occasion? Maybe you slept with a colleague or maybe your employee. Have you ever slept with your colleague with your employee before?
No, employee. It's something that can never happen because remember that having a relationship with people that are working for you is already a fraud. Because you guys are no longer going to protect each other. The respect is not going to be there. And I'm not even encouraging anyone to cross to anyone, either a colleague or a client. So, but most of these people, like the mother of the kids, are not colleagues, they are not clients, they are just people that, we maybe we'll go to the shopping center, we'll have someone that's having overhyped, this guy is well known. Maybe you are even buying your bread, you are hungry. A person will be like, no, I need to, you must put cosmetic, put everything, I will pay because you are doing a good work. Later on, the person is taking your number, come, I cook. Because we are moving with town. And then we used to post. Now today we are in Oshikuku. And when you are in Oshikuku, they know already. You have already touched it.
The boy's in town. Hey, the boy is in the town.
In your face.
Oh yeah, man. And talking about the cars, man. I used to watch your lives, man, and I can tell approximately you used to have 3 cars.
Yeah.
Yes. Tell us about or maybe the sponsorship came through and then you bought the cars. How did these 3 cars disappear or something? Because the last time I saw you live, it was you having a City Golf. Yeah.
It was. This is very emotional. Okay, because like I told you, when I went to Utapi, I thought Utapi is close to home, but I think that's why even for now I feel more safer in Windhoek than being in any other town, because I thought being in Utapi it was safer. Yeah, in Utapi that's where I got attacked. Now, like the spiritual powers now of those that I have to say this.
Yeah.
It became so tough. Yeah, not powers to defeat, but just spiritual powers to say, okay, this guy must have a spirit to sell his all these things. Because imagine I told you that car is worth 400,000 to 500,000.
But you just sold it on
40,000, yeah.
Oh, fuck.
And then 40,000, I bought a City Golf that I went with to Windhoek. I sold all the sofas, all the tables in the office. It was something. That's why when this album was, I say, Kandiri Kunga Emweni. I did this and this, but Kandiri Kunga Emweni. It's because I wasn't on my own. There are things, as young leaders now, we are forced to do, but we are not on our own.
Oh.
There's a spirit behind, and then these supernatural powers and spirit, they are laughing because normal people cannot believe us. They cannot trust that I was not on my own. And they want it to be like that, people not to trust that you are not on your own to do things. There's no way I can sell a 400,000 car for 40,000. it's not working.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
And how did you recover from that energy?
I make peace with it. Started working. Started now just. First I was hiring cars to work some free work, and then later I was like, this is just ending another burden. Let me just leave everything.
You used to go rent cars for you to run the organization.
Yes, rent cars.
Oh shit! And you don't have the remuneration is not there. You don't get money from anywhere else, so you are just helping the community.
Running an NGO, under any circumstance, there is no one giving you money to run it, to pay the office or to pay the people. Yeah, I think there was also a time last year, European Union came through. They were having a short program where the employees were also getting, we call it a stipend fund, like just money to pay rent and buy food. That was the first time we are getting such assistance. But in the long run, we've been just doing anything on our own. The foreigner organizations that are coming here are being run by foreigners, get married to Namibian, and then they eat their money, they get fed donations, sponsors, while us Namibian, not even a single company, organizations, businessmen came through to support the work. That's why it was a very important organization. If Namibian could have also come through and assist.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
So, you know when everybody's doing business now, everybody's aiming to a profit and assist wherever they need to help. You see, now tell us about you paying musicians to promote for the projects of the organizations. I can remember you paid Young T. Young T did a project for Monica, gender equality, and then the last project you did. I mean the last musician you did, it was Warforce, if I'm not mistaken.
And Kaboy also.
And
Kaboy, we did the 2 songs in his last album. The one that one is from us.
Oh,
we did 3 songs. Unfortunately, I really don't like going into depth, but we end up not able to finish the album because of communication gaps and also those there. Yeah. But I'm happy also that those songs also did an impact, because number one priority, I don't care about the money or profit, but the message to go out in the community.
But I forgot to ask the question. Have you ever experienced gender-based violence, or maybe one of your relatives have been a victim to gender-based violence, or what transpired for you to get motivated and start the gender-based violence organization? And it's an NGO thing.
My mother, she was a victim of gender-based violence. That's why she passed on. She was beaten.
Fuck, that's bad.
Yeah,
man.
she was beaten by my father, and it's a witness. I say that because I was there. And
she passed on.
Yeah, she passed on, unfortunately.
The scene.
Yeah, not only her, I was also inspired by the street. Me growing up in the street, sleeping in the street, with street boys, sleeping in the bar, sleeping with street kids, man. I've been seeing things.
Oh yeah.
And it was a very good thing that I don't regret, because sleeping in the street there, you are seeing how people are suffering. Okay, let's say you are sleeping next to a ghetto. You can see a woman crying.
Being beaten up.
You are so helpless. I don't have resources.
Fuck.
And I always used to say, okay, fine, maybe one day when I get the resources, I'll go and assist. And I did. That's why that campaign of driving, I used to go and listen, as I was used to listen when I was in the street.
Man, yeah.
Because first I used to listen to when people are suffering, when I'm in the street, sleeping behind the dustbin. And it helped me, it gave me a good motivation.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
And sponsoring of the artists, like you were saying, it was a good thing for them to deliver the message, but only few. Young T deliver, Warforce deliver, Kaboy deliver also. Unfortunately, we do not finish the album. There is also other. I'm not going to mention names. That disappoint. I think there's 4 artists I finished paying for the album, so
They disappointed.
and they disappoint. And I was like, no, okay, fine. Since I have a diploma in IT, where I did also software engineering and all these things, software development, and I'm busy with another qualification in sound engineering, which I'm about to finish. Let me start doing something, and I started doing AI music, which later I started getting my sisters to bring them on board for us to make proper music.
And they are brilliant, man.
Yeah.
Everybody's appreciating, especially the Freda.
Yeah.
Shout out to Freda, man. Like when she come back home, you must tell, or maybe just text her. Syllent said, shout out to you.
Yeah, that's good because she's also part. Let's say all my sisters or siblings, they are part of. They've been supporting me on through my mental health conditions because being a survivor of mental health, and I want to make it clear. I survived mental health not by want to commit suicide to take my life, because I remember the Inspector General of Namibian Police. He told me, say, don't ever try to take your life as a police officer, because or as a leader, you are going to have a bad reputation that you cannot even be trusted with people to lead them, because a leader cannot commit suicide. You must be the last man standing, and that word stuck in my brain. We are also here to make a song for him. And then my sister been there. They help me. Even that software now that we are busy with, the Nashima software, which is a software for producing music. It's an inspiration came from my sister that giving me encourage for us to write songs, make songs, the album on mental health, where I feel I'm safe because I'm no longer afraid of what I had done. What I done it because I was not on my own. I was being pushed by strangers, spirits that I don't know, because there were no one that was playing for me. I was just allowed to go into people's house. I even used to prosecute, listen to issues of people witching each other and try to bring peace and so. But I don't see anything. I just go there.
Oh, you're just an innocent guy. You go there.
Yeah, but it's very good that the album is there. That is also healing other people.
Talking on its own.
That I thought it was only for me, and I'm happy that there's more artists that are eager to get inspired by our work in the software, the Nashima software. It's going to replace all these Fruity Loops and Logic and stuff. There must be a Namibian that developed a software for music production,
at least,
that understand and make the work easier. People are just talking about AI. They don't know that AI is in different forms. There's AI that just doing robotic music. You can write something that it can sing robotic music, and there's AI that it can do the mastering and a final touch and all this whole thing. And there's AI integrated in a software that also requires someone to work hard to develop the software. Then there's integration part of AI. That's why most of the softwares now that are just working online, and even this one, Nashima software, is going to work online, so that you guys are not going to have producers complain of the computer that is slowing down, the RAM is not enough, the processor is slowing. So if it's online, we are hosting already on our online servers that are having maybe 32 gigabyte of RAM, and then you are also talking about the SSD hard drive. It's a fast processing machine. You are only operating. Rendering a song that you are trying now to export is taking a second. So, but if you make it offline, it's going to also have issues with producers suffering.
Okay, Shanika, we are coming at an end of our episode, but for now, because you spoke of the organization being on hold, what business are you putting in work now?
As a graduate, I have to use my qualification to bail myself out of situations that I'm going through. We already have a success with the software that produce music here, and then we are busy with a taxi app. It's going to call Monica Caps, Monica Gender Caps. It's like a Yango app kind of, but we call it Light app. So it's going to be everywhere in the village. Those that are sitting at home, you can now see that this tate is going to town this day, and he's fully booked also. So it's not just going to be an app for the town. It's going to be an app for also villages. We are busy testing it already in India. It's already done. We are just testing it in India, where there's a very big population, before we bring it to Namibia. We are also testing it in the villages in India. For those people that are retired, just sitting at home, but they have cars, so they can also, we can make ride very easier to get. Where someone is not feeling well in the middle of the night, you can see on the app who is in the nearby village having the transport, negotiation price and other things. So I cannot really say much about it because people may steal our idea, but the app is coming to bail out the organization. So there's so many things I'm doing. Those are just part of them to bail out the organization. Like I said, it was 4 million, and we have people that are committing suicide because they have 20,000, owing people 20,000 or 10,000. I was owing 4 million, and
you owed for 4 million.
Yeah,
and then you managed to pay up, to pay them.
It was 5 million, and then I managed to pay 4 million using different methods. Like I'm talking about the using my qualification to negotiate deals. I could be a millionaire if I couldn't not into this organization things, because I could have just eating my money, because I'm very sharp with my qualification and my knowledge. And now we are standing at 800,000 from 4 million to 800,000 that we just need to pay. And that's why we are saying people must not just be excited to say no, they like the music. We did this so that we can pay the debt. Even if someone is not buying a CD, let that person even send a $50 or $80 or so. By then we are also paying the debt, and when we pay the debt, we start on a fresh page where we can do good things even more. Because when you don't have debt, the
mindset is working.
It's working very well, and you can do more work.
Yeah, man.
But we don't want people to commit suicide because they are owing people 2,000 or 3,000. 5 million.
And you survived, man. Imagine from 5 million to 800,000. To 800,000, it's you did a lot of job.
And I'm sitting here with 800,000 debt. There's someone that's sitting with 20,000 debt and is crying that I want to take my life. He's being pressured, or maybe 100,000 debt.
Sure. Okay, Ipinge, this is not the last episode we should host with you, ne? And since now it's quite too long. I know it's not a radio show, because the radio show you have those limitations. No, it's time. The next presenter need to come through. What? Yeah, but it's a long episode actually. So on this episode, the last question we usually ask is it's quite emotional, but you need to say it, because the life we are living in is not guaranteed. Like, it's not guaranteed that we will be staying here forever. Like, what do you want to be remembered as when you're no more?
No, I want to leave a legacy. Like in the music industry, as long as that software that I'm busy with, that's doing good work, is being used, seriously, I will rest in peace, because I know our musicians are going to compete on big stage. And also, as long as I must die today, for example, but there must be projects that are ongoing. Even if I'm no more, people's debt will be paid. A software, if I'm finished with the software, let's say the one for music production, it will be downloaded, people are paying for it. Every sale, then people must sort. So what I want to be remembered, as a person that, a young man that came from a grassroots level, take care of the community, fighting crimes, protecting victims of gender-based violence, but also someone that is innovative. So that's how I want to be remembered, and I want my kids to remember me as such, and I want them also to be so innovative. And when we are saying Ipinge Kids as a brand, I have so many gifts. I'm just that I'm respecting the law, the Child Protection Act, so that the kids must not be abused to be brought into fame and art. But I have too many gifted kids that I don't want to put on the platform for now. But I know I'll be remembered. The Ipinge name is going to live forever.
Yeah, man.
And then it will be remembered in different sectors. Either it's education, laws, everywhere. So
medicine.
Everywhere.
Yeah, man. And are you good with your father? Are you good? Are you in good terms with him?
Yes, we are good. And what I used to tell people is that you can never hate your father or any of your parents, even in the song. That whatever happened, misunderstanding, whatever, don't take it hard. When you get money, always send surprise gift. These old people are now growing up. Show them love, show them support, and then you are also forgiving them in such. But a lot of people are kissing themselves by stop talking to their parents because of certain incident that occurred.
Yeah.
So which for me I think is wrong. The good thing is to keep on supporting, calling, checking up on them. Because if you can check up on your girlfriend, why you cannot check up on your father who is still alive?
Yeah, that's the thing. And then you and your family, are you good? Are you in good terms, or maybe they throw you away because of the debt you have?
No. They don't. They are still showing me support. But most important is that the family is always on your side no matter what.
Oh yeah, that's the thing.
That's why the song is saying people know. Reach out in different stage. You cannot reach out to your auntie who is unemployed to say, "Mommy, help me 1,000. I want to pay debt." But you may reach out to ask advice. How can I?
Ladies and gentlemen, that was the episode. That was the end of episode 32. We had Ipinge, the owner of the background song, and I hope you have learned 2 things, 3 things, 4 things, 5 things, or maybe the whole story have inspired you, né? Because our platform is for inspiration purposes, it's for entertainment purposes, it's for everything, every energy, positive energy, of course. And make sure that you have subscribed to the YouTube channel, and thank you for watching from the start until this ending point. And my name is Syllent, I'm the host, and Penda is the camera operator, is a DJ, you know. Thank you so much, guys. Make sure that you have subscribed to the channel. Make sure that you have followed the channel. Yes, please do, man. Do. I don't know what is